Welcome to another edition of NBA Shorts. I'm Alex Grossman. I'm here with Jerry Walker. And in this edition, we'll be talking about the New York Knicks and a little more specifically, Coach Thibodeau. And do we believe that he is the right fit for the team as we have seen them sort of just collapse over the past month or so? And at this point, they're sitting at 25-34, which is the 12 seed in the East. So I'll start it off. I don't think this is working. Like, I know that's the obvious thing to say, but I think at this point, he's done a bunch of things like overplaying RJ Barrett, which has led to an injury. And he didn't play Cam Reddish for right after we traded for him. He sort of just, there didn't seem to be a reason for that. But I think at this point, he's not putting the team in the right direction. And I think he's overplaying guys. He's playing the old guys a little too much sometimes. And I think it's time for a change. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it was looking really promising after last season when the Knicks finished 41-31 and were the fourth seed in the East. It's been an absolutely different season this year, and it just doesn't seem like Tibbs is working out at all. I don't know what it is really that's gone wrong because, I guess, like you said, he's overplaying people and not making the right moves, but it just seems kind of crazy because he was a great coach in Chicago, in my opinion, and I was really hoping he would be able to do something with the Knicks after last year, and he just hasn't been able to live up to that. Maybe the pressure, maybe the hype of being in New York and in New York City. All eyes are on you when you're at the Knicks. So I think it might just be a little bit of the pressure has gotten to him.
Yeah, I would add in, I think he's a good coach when he has a lot of veteran guys and a lot of guys in their prime, and he can sort of help mesh and get them to work together.
Yeah, he's not great at
But
getting the young guys going, kind of.
yeah, with the Knicks, it's like you have like a bunch of older guys, a bunch of younger guys, and I think it can go either way with who gets playing time. So there's just a lot of unknowns with that. So I think he's not the best coach in that situation.
Yeah, and do you think the coaching at all has been part of the issue with Kemba Walker? I saw they shut him down for the season now. Do you think it's had anything to do with his relationship with Tibbs or how the game style or game plan is?
Yeah, I don't think it's a great fit with the Knicks. I think he's got to go to a team where he doesn't have to be the focus of the offense when he's on the court. Sort of take some of the pressure away from him because he just, he doesn't quite have what he used to have, right? He's not the player he always was, in my opinion. So I think if he were sort of in a role, maybe on a contender where he could come off the bench or just be that third or fourth option, something like that, that could probably work better for him.
Yeah.
So, and then as for the other guys, I think, what's your opinion on Julius Randle going forward? Do you think this is going to work out?
He's a really talented player, and he definitely has shown that he can put up great numbers and be that leader for the team. We just haven't seen that at all this season. He seems a completely different version of himself from last year when he was an MVP candidate, I believe, last year, or there were talks of him possibly being, just because of how out of nowhere he kind of was playing. But I don't know if Randall's the issue going forward, but I think if the Knicks don't start turning things around in the next couple years, we could possibly see Randall, while he's in the prime of his career, try and go elsewhere.
Yeah, I certainly see that happening. And I think he just doesn't, he's not the number one guy. He's not the guy who's going to consistently carry a team.
Not going to do it night in, night out basis, kind of.
Exactly. So it'll be interesting to see what the Knicks do, in the off season. I thought the team was going to do something at the deadline, but we got nothing. So we'll have to see what they do going forward.
But what off-season moves would you like to see the Knicks make?
Yeah, I think start to get rid of some of the older guys, build a young core, stick with RJ, see if Toppin, can maybe become a starter. I really like Quentin Grimes. Quickly is inefficient, but he certainly has potential. So I'd say just stick with the younger guys and see how that works out. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of that, and maybe every team kind of needs their superstar to make a run. We see in all these playoff teams, you saw Giannis and Devin Booker last season, as well as Chris Paul for the Suns. And I think it was all the hope that it was going to be Julius Randle, and he kind of just hasn't lived up to that superstar expectation. So I think keep the young guys, maybe bring in a veteran leader who is still a all-star caliber player, but I don't know. It's just going to be interesting moving forward for the Knicks, especially in their division, which honestly might be the best in the NBA after that or the Pacific.
Oh yeah, I'm a big believer of the Raptors going forward, and they're like the worst team in the division right now. So
Yeah, they have a bright future, and I mean they're still in the 7th seed.
yeah,
So
so a lot of talent.
yeah, tough division.
So I think that will do it for this edition of NBA Shorts. Uh, Feel free to give us a like, a follow, check us out on social media, visit our website, vendettasportsmedia.com. And thank you for watching.